Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. The Seminoles will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Brady. So Mississippi State's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. He'll take the deep shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Back open in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Gives it on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Berry. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
On the move to his left. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often, because he's so fast and he could do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quickly complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the tight end. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Hilton. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking it. On second down, they're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Touchdown, Noles! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Florida State 14, Mississippi State 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brady. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to run it. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. A quick pass to the left.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Hilton. They've got the screen set up. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's flat. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from in, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Looking for a man. It's Hilton. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him and try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Knowles! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
35, Mississippi State.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got it in the middle. It's Coffee. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw at Hilton. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Pressure coming. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Got it set up on the outside.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Pass interference.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business. On first down from their own 22. The play action fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And
deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sperry. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out. State as he goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
2nd and goal for the offense. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Seminoles! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He was looking for some running room, but much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the run, it's Fleck. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a wide open receiver. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them you say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Here's a heat. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Seminoles are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds a man on the left. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. To give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Got it. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The quarterback takes a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.